just one of the strongest like ozone sequences you guys have had in a while. What did you like about what you guys did there to eventually get the tying goal?
Yeah, I mean, I think we just simplified some things. I think Kopi did a great job just slinging everything into the net. You know, I think we have 2, 3 guys in front of the net to try and see if there's anything on the rebound. And, you know, obviously if you keep consistently doing that, like one's going to eventually go in. So it was good to see Q tap that in the back of the net and went to OT. And obviously we lost, but at the same time, I think it's it's the right step of, you know, how to play in 6-on-5 and go from there.
When goals are kind of hard to come by like they are right now overall, is that just what the message is? Like pucks to the net, bodies to the net, and eventually it'll kind of turn in your favor?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you know, I think past couple of games we haven't been scoring a lot of goals, so our main focus right now is to just try and throw everything at net. You know, anything can happen. You know, obviously you could see with Q there, and even Laugh's goal, that's just throwing it at net and him getting the rebound. So I think if we keep consistently doing that, you know, good things will happen, and you know, that's our goal for our next game as well.
At 6-on-5, you didn't get rewarded on the stat sheet, but I think you held the zone maybe 2 or 3 times on like aerial appearances. When you're in those situations, is your goal to just keep it in by whatever means possible and then distribute it fast? Because there's obviously going to be someone kind of coming at you.
Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously you're just trying to do the best you can to just keep it in zone. So for myself, I was just trying to do the best to, you know, keep the puck in the blue line, and I'm trying to give it to Kopi or Kev because you know, obviously they're going to make some plays. So, you know, obviously if we have a minute and a half, 2-minute ozone time, you know, eventually something's going to happen. So, you know, I think it was a good team effort there in the last 2-3 minutes.
How much, Jordan? How much do you guys, or individually, if you do or don't, or as a team, look at like shot percentage, high danger, those types of metrics that I guess we look at sometimes?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't really look at that stuff. I think the coaches do, and they kind of see, like, you know, what's good, what's not good, you know, how many goals we scored in certain areas. But, you know, I think obviously if you get the shots through, any shots are dangerous, and that's for us D too. I mean, we're just trying to throw pucks as much as we can, and that's kind of what they're preaching on, what they're harping on us for. So, you know, I think that's like the biggest thing that we have to do in the ozone is to just do the best you can to just throw it at net and let the forwards try and you know, bang it in and try and score.
So, like a coach doesn't come to you and go, okay, your shooting percentage has dropped 3.2% in the last, you know.
No, they're not really statistical with that, but you know, obviously, I think they do look at that stuff. Yeah, I think they know, and they
you need to get the middle more, or you need to look for this guy more based on where they need the puck to go.
No, they don't do that either.
Perfect.
But
No,
you know,
no.
but at the same time, I think there are some plays that they're like, okay, like we do better when we go on this side. You know, if even like in the ozone face-off, we've scored goals when we made this play. So, you know, there's some things that, you know, they talk about, but most of the time it's just kind of you're just out there playing hockey and just doing the best you can.
Hockey's a read and react game.
Exactly, yeah.
What's your favorite part of the dad's trip so far?
Favorite part of the dad's trip? I don't know. Like right now, I can't really pick one that's been like the best. But for me personally, I think it's just like for them to just be on the plane like with us and kind of traveling and how our schedule works. And I think, you know, it's pretty cool for me. It's my first time having my dad on like a dad's trip, and you know, it's you know, he's done a lot for me and growing up and all that stuff. So I really appreciate him coming here and kind of just being by my side, supporting me, and to also, you know, give how, like, just show him how my lifestyle is. So I think everything that I do is pretty cool, and you know, we still got a couple more days to kind of spend time and hang out. So I'm really excited for it.
What's his reaction been to kind of your lifestyle and the scheduling and the travel, like you mentioned? What's his reaction to?
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's pretty jealous about just the lifestyle that I had, but at the same time, he also knows how, you know, hard it is to kind of just physically and mentally be there every day to, you know, push. But you know, at the same time, he just kind of jokes about sometimes. He's like, oh, that's way better than my job back at home. So, you know, I'm fortunate to be here, but you know, it's pretty cool to just have him around and kind of just joke around and, you know, talk about that stuff.
The other day before the Columbus game, I feel like we've talked about it a little bit. That's as lively as a room, I think, as we've seen this year going into a game. How have you guys felt the energy of having family around really kind of injected into this team these last couple of days?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of energy just because, it's your dad. You have a really good connection with each other, and for us, we want to win games for them just because they're here and they're supporting us, and it's pretty cool. Like, I think last game, it was an unfortunate loss, but I think personally that I think we had a really good game. We were just strong on all zones, and it was unfortunate, but we have another game that we can prove ourselves and win for our dads. So we're excited to do that, but also kind of have the same energy that we did a couple days ago in Columbus.